Welcome everybody to Valley Farm, Thrift and Community Garden. I'm Diane Spears. I'm the thrift shop manager as well as president of the community garden. And I'd like to welcome you all here today to our gorgeous spot on this lovely fall day. Looking back, next week marks 15 years to the day that we started construction on the community garden. And it has been a long and great experience. It's been a remarkable experience. And we're so happy to have the Garden Club be part of this. The Garden Club has supported our organization since the beginning. And one of the biggest projects you funded was our garden shed behind us. The Garden Club gave a $1,000 grant to that project, and Bob Nelson contributed a matched
I have that in here too.
Fund. And we've had a great partnership ever since. Garden Club has been a wonderful friend to the community garden, and we're so thankful to them, as well as to all the Bourne community. We've had a lot of friends along the way. Ted Ellis Landscaping, was here to do the mowing, and from that we saw the contours of the land and were able to figure out what to do with it all. Also, Mike and Kathy Leone and Brian Handy, I'm thankful to them, as well as many others who helped us out along the way. And I'd like to hand things over to Jan Rogers, president of Aptucxet Garden Club.
Diane, thank you very much. I've learned more also from your story. A quick story on my behalf. I've told others. I was at the regional president meeting for Garden Club people, Garden Club presidents in the region last September, and thanks to Sue Barlow, Bourne TV, and understanding that the year before the National Garden Club theme had been Go Green, Feed America, and I knew you had that story. So at our first meeting in September, we were able to present the story of this, and we videoed it. And at that particular meeting, I was very proud, talked about that, and then said, and you could go on YouTube and look up the story of Valley Farm's community garden. So for those of you that don't know the history or would like to sort of get a bigger picture, you can do that. You can go on our website or Bourne TV and learn more about that. But more importantly, we're here to dedicate this wonderful bench for the generosity of Bob Nelson and the spirit of Kit. Because Kit, I only knew Kit in the later part of her life, but Kit always showed up, always volunteered, and during COVID, when we were trying to put pieces together for our green sale, Carolyn would say, Kit'll do it. She just had this home workshop going at all times. So I think she was always the behind-the-scenes person for so many organizations because of her generous spirit. So with that, Carolyn's going to tell us more.
Okay. This is the story, as I know it, on Carolyn Nelson and Garden Club. I got to know both Bob and Kit through Garden Club. They both set a high bar for us all to emulate. The bar was generosity. Kit was a lady and well-educated person. Kit always was a lady. Kit could always be counted on to cashier for flower shows. Back in 2006, the Garden Club had a rather large flower show, a house tour and garden tour event. The tickets were limited to 300. She tracked them all. But wait, there's more. The show sold out. So she resold the tickets and for collection for Garden Club. When Garden Club had bake sales, you could count on Kit. Her main beans. You had to get there early if that is what you came for. Christmas potluck always brought something special, a giant box of petit fours. Everyone enjoying this delight. She had a high standard of generosity, as does Bob. She gave generously to the scholarship fund, to the Teresa Early Garden Therapy Fund, and other causes. It has been said it was she who suggested the donation for the building in the back of the garden. It was the shed. Thank you, Bob and Kit, for that. She gave of herself serving as Aptucxet Garden Club's correspondence secretary and parliamentarian, as well as other work for the Garden Club. May all of us aspire to such a high standard of generosity, befitting the community that we live in. Bob, thank you for carrying out Kit's spirit, and our commitment in our community has been blessed.
Now, I would like to invite others who have known Kit and know the story to share some of their personal experiences about Kit. And I know all of you have some stories, so come forth so we can sort of see you.
My story with Bob, with the Kit and Bob, was also through the Garden Club. I didn't know them before then. And when I met Laura York, she told me about the gardening and stuff, and she says, but if you want to know more and you like to bake, you have to see Kit, because she's the one that's going to tell you what to do. And so through the years, I grew to know Kit, and through the workshop, she always went to attend the workshop. She came to my house several times. She was very generous with everything that she had that she could give to assemble, to put together for the Garden Club, bags and bags of ribbon that she gave me when I was Ways and Means. She was always very willing to give and always treat everyone with kindness. That's how I remember.
Anybody else have a good story? I know she was in charge of the thrift shop, so.
Well, yes, Kit was a very loyal and reliable volunteer. She was one of our best cashiers, always to the penny on the register.
That's Kit.
That's Kit, yeah. So we miss her wit and wisdom, but mostly importantly, we miss her friendship and her generous spirit. She was always
Was always on Friday morning.
oh yeah, always here. You can always count on Kit to show up.
Wonderful. Anybody else? Come on, Judy, come on up.
I'm also a garden club member, and that's how I know Kit. And mine is a feeling of her always being there. Bob was always there when Kit was there. She always was very quiet, but interested in what you had to say, and pleasant. I've been involved with design in the club for quite a while, and she would come to design lessons, and I'm not sure it was her favorite thing to do, but she liked to learn, and she liked to be there, and I will just remember her always participating and her beautiful smile.
Thank you. Anybody else? All right, with that then, we're going to move forward. Everyone has a poem. And when I talk to various people about Kit, fellowship was the friendship, the fellowship, how important that was. No matter where she volunteered, she made friends and in service. And so, anyway, if you could share this with me, read it all together, and then we'll get on to the ribbon cutting for Bob. In fellowship we stand as one. Beneath the sun our tasks are done. A circle formed, a loving embrace. We find our strength in this shared space. With willing hands and open hearts, we play our given crucial parts. A helpful hand, a word of care, a burden that we choose to share. For love is not a silent plea, but action bright for all to see. A selfless act, a gentle guide, with fellowship and service side by side. So let us walk this path with grace, reflecting love in time and place. In fellowship we find our way, through selfish service day by day.
That's a great song.
Thank you. Well, share it, pass it along. It was in that anonymous, so who knows where it came from. But I felt like it really was the spirit of why all of us do what we do. It's because we want to give and we want the friendship, the community of. So Bob, come forward. You can right. And officially dedicate the bench in this lovely location. And thank you, Alda, for the display, for the all the photos and memories of Kit, and also for the lovely roses. So in the future, when you come and you've worked in your garden and you're tired, you can come back and take a rest and enjoy.
Yeah.
Yay! What I meant, go ahead, sorry.
I want to thank everyone for the lovely tribute you've given to my wife. It's much appreciated.
Gladly. In deepest appreciation of Carolyn Kit Nelson for her commitment and generous service to the Aptucxet Garden Club and the Bourne community.
Photos there are all from Bob's album. I went there and he helped me choose the photos, and he wanted to see a lifelong of Kit's life. So we chose from age 5 to age 18, age 24 when they were married, and then a recent one with Cynthia Williams there, and she also was a recipient of the Floribunda Award.
Thank you very much.